up, what's up, what's up? Y'all in here? Yeah. All right. Let a few more people get on. We're gonna go through some things today. We'll go through some ways to use this app. I know a lot of y'all are streaming online, and I want to show you exactly what you can do. First of all, can everybody hear me? If you can hear me, I'm looking right here on the. I want to see y'all comments. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can hear the music. I don't want to just be doing this and nobody can hear it. So let me know. What say ye? Hey, share this video if you can. I know you can. Go ahead and share it. Invite the people in. All right, y'all hear the music too? All right. 30 seconds, we going in. 30 seconds. All right. Here we go. So this is Triggerz Plus. Let me come down for you. All right. So, show y'all what's going on. This is the Triggerz Plus app. Triggerz Plus app. You have two different apps on the App Store. One is called Triggerz, and one is called Triggerz Plus. All right. Let me first of all cue you in on what's the difference between the two. All right. We're going to get this out right now. So these are called collections. That's what we call them, collections. Each one of these do something different. Now, by the way, this is a huge screen iPhone. Just imagine this iPhone, this in your hand. It's the same exact thing. Nothing different. It's just, this is just bigger. That's all. All right. So we have different collections on here. All right. Each one of them do something different. Each one of them plays something different. So the difference between Triggerz and Triggerz Plus is Triggerz, which is a one-time purchase of $59 in the App Store, gives you 4 of these collections. I had like this, 4 of these collections, all right? So in Triggerz, you have the band, you have 2-piece organ and drums, you have I Surrender All, which is down here somewhere, and you have a deliverance trigger. So that's kind of like for altar call. Both of those are kind of like for altar call. Triggerz Plus, okay, which is what this is, gives you an unlimited amount of collections. Every time we add something different, you get it. It just pops up on your app. So right now we have about 36 different collections, and this will keep your service fresh, new stuff all the time. We're always adding stuff, and each one of these do something different. So what I'm going to do today, today is go through some of these and show you how to actually use the app. A lot of times I come on here and I play the stuff for you. You can listen to it and see what it does, but I'm going to actually show you how to use it and what these collections are for. Of course, you can use them for whatever you want, but I'm going to show you kind of basically what they're used for and how they can help you if you're streaming online. If you don't have any musicians, maybe you're streaming from your house, maybe you're streaming from the church, wherever you're streaming from. Just to right off, let me let you know that this app, we do grant you right to stream and play this music online. All right. So I know a lot of people, we've been getting questions about that. Is it okay for us to use this app? Yes, it is okay we give you the right to use this app and stream your services with the music on this app online. So yes. All right. So I'm going to go through some of them. Please share this video, y'all. This is very important. Y'all know the situation that's going on. Y'all already know. I don't have to even go into it. It's devastating. I don't like it. But this app can help out a lot of churches. And if you know anyone who is streaming live on Sunday mornings or Wednesday night Bible study or whatever, and they do not have any musicians, share this video. Just share it anyway. Somebody will see it, and this will literally bless somebody. I promise you will. So I'm going to start with basically what this app was actually created for when we first came out with this app. And that is literally for this guy right here, which is my dad. Yes, he's the preacher of the week this week. And so basically this app was created. You notice the name of the app is called Hoop Triggerz, right? Hoop Triggerz. Now, before I even get started, again, my brother is on here, Chad Whitfield. If you have any questions, I can't exactly stop and reply, but he's on here. He's answering questions for you too as well. All right. So this app was basically created to be able to back up the preacher while they're preaching. If they don't have any musicians, they can download this app, or someone can download this app from the church and back them up. How do they do that? All right. So if we just take this collection right here called the band, there's a big tap button. Of course, it's not this big on your phone, but it is big, and it's very easy to use. And basically, let me turn this up for you. It's so simple that all you have to do is tap one button to be able to back up the preacher. You don't have to have any musical knowledge. You don't have to really know what you're doing other than the fact to just play between the phrases of how the pastor's preaching. So if they're in that key, and they're preaching, you just tap it after. Y'all know how to do. I'm not a preacher, but y'all get the point, right? So every time you tap this, it's giving you something. It's playing the chords that we would normally play if somebody was actually playing, but I put it in a sequence here to where all you have to do is just tap the button. You want to repeat what just happened, hit the repeat sign, of course. And then if the spirit gets high, and you want a little bit more, you hit the special button. Now you got that. All right. Now even in a special, every time you tap it, you get a little bit more. Go back to normal. So you can switch between special and normal, and it's going to give you those feels. The normal is going to give you more of the stab hits. The special is going to give you more of the holds. Now, if you never used this app before, it's really, really simple. Like I said, you play between the phrases as the pastor is preaching. So you don't play over him or her. You play between the phrases. So if they said, the Lord said, and that's another thing. See how I just changed keys? I'm going to actually show you how to do that too, because this can play in every single key. But I'm going to stay back in the key. The Lord said, don't worry. And you have to stay. You don't want the pause to be too long, and you don't want to hit it too early. Everybody has heard a musician backing up a preacher, so it's the goal is to back up the preacher, not play over the preacher, not play before the preacher, but to back them up. So every time they say something, you just tap the button, and you do it just like that. Now, a lot of times you can tell when they're going to that next level, especially if they say something like "say yes" or if you can feel it, and that's when you would switch to special, like that. Yeah, say yeah. All right. So it's really simple. It's not hard. That's pretty much the easy way to do it. Now, of course, if you get real good at it, you can play these same pads however you want to. So, you can double up. You know what I'm saying? However you want to do it. All right. So, like I said, you can do pretty much anything with this app. And going back to the easy play mode, if a shout breaks out, I know we streaming, but shouts still break out. How many of y'all still shouting? I know. You swipe over to the right, and you have your praise break right here. So just that simple. You have a praise break where you have 4 different scenes of music that you can play. And they just keep going and they never stop until you tell them to stop. it never stops. All right. So if you're watching this right now, share it. Go ahead, just hit the share button. You can. It's real easy. It's right there. Actually, just hit share and just do it. So with the praise breaks, you can go to any key if you want to. It doesn't matter which one. It plays in all of them, just like that. But so this will keep playing. It'll just keep looping and playing forever. You don't ever have to worry about it stopping. You switch to another scene, just like that. Go to scene 3. See how simple that is? You can't really mess this up, y'all. Want to give yourself a handy? You can either fade it out or you can stop it. Just like that. Now, also we have, like I swipe to the right. Okay, if I swipe to the left, we have like worship music. And so this can play different levels of worship. So maybe on your online stream, you're doing like a prayer stream, or I don't even know what we call it, a prayer stream or intercessory prayer, or you just doing maybe like a Bible study and you just want music playing behind you. You can do it with this. Now, the great thing about this is not like a track, right? So a lot of tracks, or any track you play, you can't really change the feel of the track while you're playing it, unless you have some special programs like Ableton or stuff like that. But with this, all I have to tap is a little more, and now see how the drums are playing a little bit more. Can y'all hear that? All right, bass came in some, and it all happens in real time. And this will keep playing as long as you want it to. It won't stop. And if you want a little bit more, hit more intense. So now the toms are coming in, playing something, and it can grow with the musical moment, with the spirit that's going on in the live stream. It can move and flow with the spirit. We also have very intense, so it's 4 levels. Hit very intense. Real easy, real simple. It's just a matter of tapping buttons. And the great thing about it is you can go back to any one of these sections and do it seamlessly, just like that. All right. So now that I've shown you kind of an overview of this is just one collection. Remember, I told you we have 36 collections. So that's why Hoop Triggerz Plus is so valuable, because you get more and it's unlimited. It keeps coming. It keeps coming. We're adding things all the time. And so Hoop Triggerz Plus is a free 14-day trial. You can try it for free on the App Store for 14 days. And after that, it's only $24.99 a month. You can't beat that. You get all of this stuff that you see here. It's a lot of stuff, y'all. A lot of stuff. And so I just played for you just then the one called The Band. We have another one called Two Piece, and that's for maybe you don't want the big band sound right off when you start off preaching. And now, mind you, someone can play this for you off to the side while you're on the camera speaking to or preaching to your congregation, or you can actually do this yourself. My dad does it himself all the time. And so just like, and the Lord said, now you notice why, it wasn't the whole band that came in, it was just the organ playing. So every time you tap the button, it's going to give you a little something different. See, the drums came in right there. So it's just the organ giving you a little tinkle tinkle kind of, on the keys, Right? So, it'll keep going. Clap those hands and tell them yeah. All right, same thing with the other one. You hit the special. If you don't have headphones on, you might not hear this, but you hear the little rumble. You know how we do. I'm a musician, so we do that rumble before we come in. And now the organs are all the way in. And so every time you tap it, I wish I had somebody. See what I'm saying? Same thing. You can go to the pad, right? And you can control all of this however you want to. This easy play mode is basically for someone who's not musically inclined and wants to help their pastor out with this, you can do it just by tapping the button. It's just that easy. All right. So now keep in mind what I just showed you were it was a shout, a worship, and then you have the preaching that's kind of like in the middle of the two. So on each one of these that does the preaching, you have a different shout, and it's something in here for every moment, even to get the shout started, just like that. Now that was on the normal mode. I'm sorry, the special mode where you saw that, and that's basically, everybody's going in. Then you would swipe to the left or swipe to the right, start to shout, boom. But on the normal, say the pastor is finished preaching and you want some music to play behind them, you just hit the T, which is for talk music, and it'll play talk music from the app, unlimited. It won't stop, y'all. It'll just keep playing. It'll keep giving you that feel of an organist playing in the background behind the preacher while he's talking or whatever he's doing. Very, very simple. Very, very easy. Share this with everybody you know. I mean, this can help anyone doing a live stream. There's something on here for everyone. So check it out. We have more. I told you it's 36 of them. We just added this one today. I'm gonna show you that one later. But that's crazy. That was 2-piece. Then we have this one, Church Flow. I love this one, and it gives you kind of like the cross between the band and the 2-piece. So starting out, you kind of get organ and drums. Yeah. Like that. Hit the special, and then they just going in, y'all. Like for real. Just straight up going in. All in. Like I said, you can always switch to the pad. I like that one. Yeah, I like that combo right there, right? I like that one. Alright, I'm gonna leave it alone. But all the little things that we do as musicians, we add this in this app, and it gives you the realistic feel of having, that was like a 6-piece band playing right then. Now, that was just that collection, and again, there was a shout, there was a worship in there too. Check this out. So, another thing that we have in this app are hymns. We do have some hymns, and we're adding more. Actually, we're going to add another one this week. And this one is called Hymn Flow. This is a little different than that collection. You notice the button looks different. You see some text right here. And you're wondering, like, what is this for? So this can actually be used to sing a song. Now, the other three I showed can actually be used to back up the preacher, but this can actually, you can actually use it to sing. So in this particular collection, if you look at the actual image right here, it says, I Need Thee and Yes, Lord. I don't know if y'all can see that from that far back, but those are two songs that you can do in this collection. Now you're wondering, how in the world do I play, a song from an app that has no tempo? That's the specialty of this collection. You can do that, and I'm going to show you how. So let me see what key I want to do this in. This right here kind of lets you hear what key is in. So just by tapping that, I know it's in that key, and it says right here F. Of course, all the different keys are available on here now. I'm going to show you some more about the key detection in just a minute. But basically, you tap, and after you tap the intro, you don't tap this button again until you actually sing the words that are on the display. All right, so I started. Now you see it says I need. All right, so the intro is playing. Now, if this was the track, it would have kept going, right? And by now, I would have missed my cue, and it's just trying to catch up and figure out where the track is. But you notice that it stopped until I say I need. Then I tap it. Then I say, and see, I tapped it right there. Every hour I need. Oh, bless me now, my Savior. So you don't tap it again until the person says, I come. Then you tap it, right? I come to thee. Alright? Now, I told you you can do I need thee and yes, Lord. Switch over to special. Let the church say yes. Now you have that. Yeah. Yeah. Don't we need him? We need you, Lord. We need you, Lord. We need you, Lord. Now if I switch over to pads, notice it's on pad 14, but you can go anywhere you want to. We need you, Lord. Number 18 and give you that. I know how we do. Right. So that is hymn flow. It really does work. People use this all of the time, and it's really, really effective. And it works in every key. You can sing it in whatever key that is your key, you know. And now, speaking of keys, let me go back and just backtrack just a little bit before I show you all the rest of these collections and what they can do. Let's take this one for instance, right? So I know a lot of y'all are wondering, okay, say I get this app, okay, I'm gonna back up the preacher. How am I gonna know what key he's preaching in or she's preaching in? How do I even know? So I want you to share this video real quick because I'm gonna show you how this app can detect what key you're preaching in. Yes, a phone, an app can detect the key that the preacher is preaching in. And I'm gonna show you it right here. I'm gonna show you how it works. So share the video. Come on, y'all. Share the video. Share this live stream. People need to know about this app. You're watching it and somebody else isn't. All you have to do is just hit the share button. It's really that simple. All right, so check it. Now it's in the key of F, all right? So I'm going to show you just by basically what you're going to do is you're going to tap and hold the key display. Now you notice it says retry, and you see this is lighting up right now, and it's trying to detect what key I'm talking in. Obviously, I don't even know what key I'm talking in, but it's some key. It says C. All right, so I'm going to cancel that. Now I'm going to show you how it actually works. So you tap it. Jesus said, I come that you might have life. All right, I guess I just talk and see. But it found it. All right, I'm going to try another one. I'm going to do a different key because y'all think, oh, it was already doing C. That ain't the real key. All right, let's see. Let's see. Every time I turn around, he keeps making a way. It works. And it does it really, really fast. So you don't have to wait around for a long time for it to work. It just picks up the key that you're in and recognizes it and lets you know what it feels like the key is. And then you choose it and boom, you are there. So it's not hard. It's very simple. It works. I guarantee you it works. You just saw it live right here. Y'all want me to do it again, don't you? All right. Let's see. Every time I turn around, he keeps making a way. Okay, I'm not doing it no more. I've proven my point. The key detection works. It actually works, and it is simple. You saw how easy that was to do it. So let's move on to some of the other different types of collections that we have, because what you've seen so far is how to back up the preacher. You've also seen how to back up a singer, actually. And what's so great about this is that you can switch between these collections without the audio stopping now. So if you're on a collection and you want to switch to something else, to play something else, and once you learn the app, you'll know what you want to switch to. You can just do it. Just like that. This is actually a real phone. So check this out. Another thing that what you just saw me go to was this congregational flow. All right. This is for those of you that do congregational songs in church. Shoot, we all need to be doing them right now. So it's going to give you that variation. Y'all know how you can sing like 50 songs to one theme, right? You're doing congregational songs. But this is like one of them. You can do it in any key. You know, I'm a soldier in the army. Y'all know how to do it. Now, these will play different variations and give it a feel like the organist is switching up what he's doing. I'm a soldier. Go back to variation 2. We're kind of playing like a straight walk feel. Or we can take a few drives. Now you can change the key. You can change the tempo. So maybe y'all don't sing congregational songs that bad. A little slower. Alright? Double tap. And it goes back to the original tempo. Like that. Now, remember I told you you can switch without the audio stopping. So we can go to collection flow, and we can actually end it with a hit. See what I'm saying? All right. So that's very simple. Now check this out. If you like that one, you're definitely going to like this one because it's going to give you just a little bit more than even that was. Let me get to it. It's a lot of collections on here, y'all. Y'all see all of these collections, right? It's a lot. It is a lot. We're going to get to it eventually. There it is. Praise medley. So in this one, we have the songs actually labeled to where when you switch to a different pad, it actually switched to a different song. Okay? So just like I was doing I'm a Soldier, just a minute ago, I didn't have any background or anything going on, but now I got background, y'all. I need to bring this splatter on here. I see you. All right, I can switch to glory, 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 glory. Hallelujah. See how I did that? And it still stayed on the beat. Now, the great thing about this is you can take out different instruments. So I can take out the music. I can take out the background and just sing it by myself. Or put it back in. Alright? Now, there are 4 right here. Count that. And I got 4 more. Y'all, we know these songs, right? Yeah, we can do all that kind of stuff. Play around with it. It's almost like you're a DJ. Praise Him. I say praise. Get up. Now, remember, you can change the key. Let's change it. I say praise. Change the key. Once again, I like going to this one. You can end it like you want to. Y'all know what I'm saying. Alright? How you want to do it? Alright, so that was called the Praise Medley, and it's 8 different congregational songs with vocals that you can use to do praise and worship or whatever you want to do with it. Really. Now, we went through praise and worship. We went through preaching. Kind of just going all over the place right now. But we also have things for like altar call, and this is one a lot of people are using today. We just released this one last week. It's called Calling. It has vocals on it, and it's perfect for especially an online altar call. Check it out. So you have your background vocals, and so maybe you're talking to your streaming audience, inviting them to come to Christ. However you do it. But there are 4 different levels of the music and the vocals. We can go to 3-part harmony, tap it. And notice the bass came in, drums came in, everything came in. So share this video. If you're watching, share it with somebody right now. And let people know about it, alright? We're gonna go to the ooh. I like this part. Yeah. So that's when you can talk, however you want to do it. This is a new era now, so however you want to do it. Y'all want to hear the last section? Alright, here we go. If I could sing right now, I would sing that the Lord is calling, calling, calling. Now, what you can't do with a track, what you can do with this, is go back, right? So we can go back to 3-part harmony or unison. Just like that, okay? Very simple. Very easy. Anybody can do this, y'all. It doesn't take someone musically inclined to be able to tap different buttons on the screen. It's very simple. We can fade it out, give it a nice ending, and boom, move on to the next part of your service, or however you want to do it. Like I said, there are 36 of these collections on here. We even have things for anything you can think of, really. It's on here. We have some collections just dedicated to shout, some collections just dedicated to altar call. We got stuff on here for quartet music. We got stuff on here for just everything. I'm gonna play. Give you a couple of more, and I'm gonna get out of here. This one we just released, and it's for something that we could use for resurrection. It's kind of an old school feel for either a communion song or something for Resurrection Sunday, and it's very, very simple. You just go through the sections. It's called "Died on the Hill," because he died. Very simple song. Anyone can lead it. It's like 8 different sections on this song, and it works. If you haven't seen the full video, check out my YouTube page. We did a video for this song with Bishop J.D. Means leading it, and it was phenomenal. So we can go straight to the vamp. So the name of this app is called Triggerz Plus. Triggerz Plus. It's on the App Store. We go to the grave, y'all. Well, we're not going to the grave. He went to the grave. It's a free 14-day trial on the App Store. It's on Google Play, and it's available right now. Free 14-day trial. The links are in the description of this video. If you're interested in it, check it out, share it with somebody. like going back to that. All right, now check this out. All right, this is a new collection. We call it Collection Flow, and we made this because now that you can go in and out of the different collections without stopping the music, we just made a collection just strictly just for going into or out of a different song and give you something. This one's called Collection Flow Energetic, and it's just a series of band hits, and I'm going to play it in pass mode because I just like doing it. I'm going to go through them. Yeah! You know, I wish I had somebody who knows that you can do. Yeah, yeah. All that good stuff. All of that good stuff. That's my boy Ethan riding on the guitar. And then you got Cornell Gaffney coming in here. I wish I had more. Alright, let me stop. Switch over to special. And you got even more stuff. Y'all know where it's going. I just like doing it. See, when you get used to the app, you know what you can press. Come on in. I like switching back to this. Somebody better clap those hands. Oh, sorry. All right, so you get the point. So you can use this collection to go out of or come back into from a different collection and have a very energetic moment there. So, y'all, plenty of things on this app. Let me just cover a few basic things. If you're downloading the app for the first time, you do have to, once you download the app, you have to download each one of these collections within the app, all right? Now, make sure you check your data because a lot of people are streaming right now and a lot of people are using up their data on their phone. So if you're having issues downloading each one of these collections, that's most likely why, is because you've just been turning up your data on your phone. Even our Wi-Fi at home, we all have a limit. A lot of us have a limit on, they don't tell you this, but there's a limit on how much you can download and how much data you have. So check your provider and see what your limit is. If you're having issues downloading anything from this app or even just downloading the app period, it's a good chance that's why. I know a lot of us think we have the fastest Wi-Fi because you bought it 3 years ago and they said it was the fastest. Guess what? It's not the fastest anymore. So check out your modem. Make sure you have a good modem in your house, up-to-date modem. A lot of times these internet providers, they don't tell you that there's a new one out or they don't tell you that there's a better one out. So you end up using the same one you've been having for so long, even if it's 6 months ago. They have something new that's better and you just have to just request it. So check that out. A lot of times if you are having issues downloading, that's why. So make sure you do have a really good data plan. We're all going to need them now because everything is streaming, everybody's online, and we all want to stay connected. So if you have any questions, please you can put them in the comments. You can email us at helptriggerz@gmail.com. Triggerz with a Z. Please visit the website, hooptriggerz.com. If you have any other questions, if you know anybody who needs this app, please let them know about it. Don't hesitate to share this post. I'm asking y'all to please share this post. Please share it. All right. Thank y'all for staying on with me. I'm about to get up out of here. I love y'all so much. I'm going to take y'all out with something. I don't know. Let's see. Let's take y'all out with what y'all want to hear? What y'all want to hear? Let's take it out with this one. I'm going to play this one real quick. All right. It's real simple. Just a real simple resurrection Sunday chant. Real nice. We can add a little more. Let's do it.
Lord is risen.
Real simple.
Lord is risen.
Y'all want to take it up a little bit more intense? Let's do it.
Lord is risen. Lord
Thank y'all so much once again for checking this out. I'll be back again this week. Thank y'all. We out of here.